very little success trying to go after the corners of Clemson. Clemson has very long, athletic corners, but because Alabama's had so many games, that's been a home run for them. Even last week against Oklahoma, they've not had any success yet tonight.
Play action across the middle. It's too high and off the hand of Henry Ruggs. Trayvon Mullen, corner we saw hobbled earlier. He's half here, not on the field right now, sir.
He had this. Just misses the touchdown to Ruggs. And with double slants, if he would have paused just a second and seen Waddle behind him, he would have easily had a touchdown.
Get another third down play. They need 4.
Clemson's going to call a timeout.
Second time tonight. The Tigers have spent the timeout on defense, but this is a crucial sequence for Alabama. Urgency. 2 plays to get 4 yards when you come back.
Hey, who are you?
Oh, hey, Jeff, I'm a car thief.
What?
I'm here to steal your car because, well, that's my job.
What?
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 It happens. And you got cut-rate car insurance? Paying for this could feel like getting robbed twice. It all stinks. And you're better protected from mayhem. Like me.
I hear it in the background. She's watching it too. Saying, and this is where you're going to see next week.
I've never seen that before.
Weekends together, weekdays apart, jobs in different cities. But not for much longer. Upload your resume on Indeed.
This season, keep your stories interessante, just like Dos Equis, the only beer used to water every college football field. Dos Equis, keep it interessante.
However you do delivery, earn 3x points for ordering in and many of your favorite things with the new Propel card.
Oh, enjoy yourselves. I'm pretty okay with children.
Just okay?
Relax, I'm not going to forget anything. Bedtime's at 11.
8.
Yikes, you're strict. Allergy to shellfish.
Peanuts.
I should write this down. Hey, what's your Wi-Fi password?
It's the names of our kids.
Well, that's not helpful.
Just okay is not okay, especially when it comes to your network. AT&T is America's best wireless network according to America's biggest test. Now with 5G, more for your thing. That's our thing.
Midway third quarter, and a crucial possession for Tagovailoa and the Tide offense, down by 3 scores. They need 4 yards. Very, very unlikely they would try a field goal or fake it again.
No, obviously, they need a touchdown. They've got 2 plays here to pick up this first down.
Trayvon Mullen trying to hydrate, trying to deal with cramps on the sideline. According to our Tom Rinaldi, he's not in the game. Jacobs is the back. 3-receiver look. And Tagovailoa fires far side, inaccurate throw. Judy claiming he was held out of a break by Terrell. No flag, and now another crucial 4th down.
Yeah, it was early in the round. I think he grabbed a hold of it. Watch 8 right there. Grabs the jersey, without a doubt, both hands. Grabs the jersey in the front, grabs the jersey in the back. Right in front of Nick Saban in Alabama. Could not believe that a couple of those officials right in front of him didn't see it. Should be a first down for Alabama.
Instead, the youngest play, midway third. 3 or 4 so far on 4th down. Big field goal counts in that. Tua They pick up the blitz. Can he scramble for it? Got a ways to go. Makes a cut. Shows the toughness. The spot will decide it. Maybe just short. The Tigers had held as Tagovailoa tried to weave his way through heavy traffic, and Tanner Muse stopped him.
This time, Alabama picked up the blitz, but he is going to be short. Good coverage downfield. He's going to try, as you said, Chris, a second, third effort trying to reach, but a big hit by Tanner Muse right at the end prevents him from being able to reach out and make that first down. Terrell came on the blitz, picked up by Josh Jacobs, but nobody to throw the ball to. And again, you've got to give Brent Venables and his Clemson defense a lot of credit for dialing up the right pressures at the right time.
Talked to Muse the other day. He's a safety that loves the run support Phil. In coverage, he's not the greatest guy. He knows that. But that kind of play, stepping up, making a big hit in the quarterback, to get your offense the football back in a championship game, huge. So both Bama drives in the second half are turnover on downs.
Last two times Alabama's had the ball deep into Clemson territory, obviously down like this, they're thinking about coming up with a touchdown. See the corner blitz from the left, Josh Jacobs picks him up, Christian Wilkins being able to penetrate two offensive linemen, forces Tua out of the pocket, and because they're sitting back in zone with those safeties, able to come down and keep Tua short of the first.
They've used more than 8 minutes of clock time on those two empty drives. And now Lawrence working the sideline, and Terrell and then coming back to make the catch is DeAndre Overton, first down.
Perfectly thrown ball. Trevor Lawrence to the far left there. Last week, what hurt Alabama late in that game against Oklahoma and Kyler Murray was CeeDee Lamb, that back shoulder fade against Surtain. They looked at that film, and they went right after him there to pick up that first down.
ETN swarmed early by Jennings, and they clean it up. Raekwon Davis makes the tackle. But we know Dabo Swinney and Tony Elliott, Jeff Scott, they're aggressive. They're going to stay aggressive with the lead. Can't expect them to throttle way back here.
No, I don't think they have too much respect for Alabama and what Alabama can do. Tony Elliott right there in the middle, the co-offensive coordinator. How about that location of that back shoulder fade by Trevor Lawrence? Throws that ball well before Overton was expecting the ball where Surtain could not make a play on it.
Trevor, a little hyped up early, some incompletions. Dabo pointed out that he missed a couple passes, but he's created some big plays through the air tonight. Misses Ross that time. That's 15 years. Two guys who've been #1 rated prospect at Bama have left the state. Jameis Winston and Ross. They don't get away often.
What a difference a year makes in the Clemson passing game. Remember this game last year? Clemson couldn't throw the ball at all. I think they threw for about 124 yards last year.
Nothing downfield at all.
Nothing downfield. Sacked 5 times. They couldn't get the ball downfield. What a different story this year.
3rd and 13. Lawrence just launches. Freshman versus freshman. And Ross makes a catch on the far sideline. A brilliant juggling catch as he beat Josh Jobe.
How about the touch on this throw? Going up against Jobe, who's an incredibly talented true freshman, hasn't played a lot of ball, pretty good coverage, but the location of the ball up and over the shoulder of Jobe, and there's the focus by the freshman Ross to haul that in for a big play for the Clemson offense.
Got 37 on that 3rd and long. Look out.
Just talked about their vertical passing game, having it this year, missing it last year, the difference in this offense.
Renfro in motion. Handoff instead up the middle to Adam Choice. See where Lawrence has distributed the football to pass yard. It's a lot to look at, Kirk. We'll take us through this.
Yeah, I mean, so far he's 16 of 26, 324 yards. But what I want to talk about, the difference is this year, 1 of 3, 2 of 2, 4 of 5. He has 5 pass completions tonight of 25 yards or longer in this game. Has not been sacked. They haven't pressured it. I mean, you have to respect that aspect of the game. It opens up, obviously, the short passing game and also a running game if you need it.
Ross again, and time. The ball comes out. And they rule it a fumble, and the Tide have taken it away. Isaiah Buggs and Raekwon Davis were there. We'll take another look. Davis had the football.
It's a matter of did the ground cause that fumble? Alabama hoping for a break here. He extended himself, and I don't know if the ball came out before, but I thought the ground may have caused it. He's trying to work. Watch the ball. Yeah, I think he's down.
His hip hit the ground as the ball hit the ground. Just a split second before, right there.
Yeah, he's down.
We give Dave the time just for confirmation, Dave, of what we're seeing as they review it.
I've seen what you guys see. You see that knee down before the ball comes out. Even though the arm hits, the ball comes out after the arm. In both cases, he's down.
Alabama fans just bemoaning the fact that Ross got away. There's been so much turnover in the Crimson Tide staff in the last 5 years. 20 different coaches. Clemson, 3 coaches have left in that same time, and that continuity in the staff and the lack of it for Saban is a problem. You talk to Ross. He was very interested in going to the Tide, but the position coaches have come and gone. He didn't feel like he could feel confident that the coaches would be there.
Yeah, and I think also to credit Clemson, I think when he went on his visit, he felt something a little bit different there.
Right.
I think it surprised him, and I think he was, once he got on that campus and felt that culture, I think he was really intrigued by what Clemson has to offer. And I think at that point it was obvious he wanted to go to Clemson. You know, there's only been a couple players from the state of Alabama that are considered the best players to lead that state. Jameis Winston being one of them, and Justin Ross.
If we expect replay to reverse that call of a lost fumble, you'd be about a 3rd and 8 at the 36 for Clemson.
Nick Saban talked about how they got to play better third down defense when he walked off the field, telling Maria Taylor we got to be better. Clemson 6 of 9 on third down.
After review, the runner was down before he lost control of the ball. It'll be 3rd down and 9 at the 37-yard line. Clock will start. I'm not ready for play.
So the Tigers converting double the percentage of other Alabama opponents this year on third down. You go more than 21 down. I know you got Tua, you got all those weapons.
Can they get after Trevor Lawrence? Can they affect him? Something that's been a problem here on third down without Christian Miller. Keep talking about how Dylan Moses, you'll see him on the right side of the defense lined up, trying to help, trying to get a pass rush in.
Yeah, 45 sacks on the season for the Tide, 0 tonight. They bring 5. Lawrence picks up the blitz, delivers, and is in another circus catch by Ross. Wow! Humongous play by the freshman.
What a great throw and an unbelievable right-handed catch. Are you kidding me? A palm, and then he gets the right foot down. That's as good of a catch as you're going to see. By the way, Trevor Lawrence makes that play on third down, throws it, and just hopes it's going to be good enough for Ross to have a chance. He got leveled as soon as he threw that ball. That's big time.
Saban jogs down and makes a case to the officials, and Bama will spend a timeout on defense. Last thing you want to do, 21 down, is burn a timeout on defense, but he's got to get his guys regrouped.
No question about it. I want to go back to a great catch, but I love to see a young quarterback. Look at his eyes. He knows where he's going to go. Watch how he keeps his eyes downfield. Here comes Buggs. Boom! Moses coming in. As soon as he threw that ball, he felt 300 pounds closing in on him. Didn't affect him at all. Kept his eyes, takes the hit, and gives Ross a chance to make that play downfield.
Justin Ross at 6'4" with long arms. What's his catch radius? About 12 feet?
Yeah. I mean, that was beautiful. Up in the air, right hand, right foot.
A kid who's 19 years old, was in high school a year ago, is taking Alabama's defense to school and smiling about it on the sidelines. Look, there's work to be done. It takes a lot to finish off the Tide, but Bama's 2 possessions in the third quarter have produced some yards, but no points. 2 stops on downs. And Clemson, if they get this to 28, I know 2 is good, but it's deep trouble.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Was a catch, first down, Clemson.
There was no doubt about that. Ross said, I had that all the way. You leave the state, Kirk, and you're going to hear from the folks back home. Justin said there's people in his family rooting for Alabama tonight. Not immediate family, but extended family.
How about 6 receptions on the 153 yards and a touchdown for the freshman?
You got bragging rights when you go home off a performance like this if the Tigers can finish the job. Clock running again. ETN gets a block and makes a cut down right near the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal, Clemson.
You think about your defender, and Lawrence is back there throwing the ball. He's 342 yards, throwing, and just when you start to get caught up in trying to get a pass rush, here comes Travis Etienne around the corner to keep you honest for some quick yards and a first down.
Haven't done much with the running game. It's just been just a change of pace. Feaster in on first and goal. And he feeds Feaster. He knocked down at the 5. Etienne twisting his ankle at the end of that last run. Walks slowly to the sidelines. Yeah, left ankle as he planted it. It looked painful. Travis has run for 2, caught a touchdown pass tonight. Was a conference record of that touchdown total. It's Feaster to the right of Lawrence. And quarterback faked the pop pass, kept it, and got smacked by Moses.
Got a lot going on there. The jet sweep, faking the pitch, and then keeping it. And Alabama staying home. Quentin Williams staying home, leading the way there. Not giving up here. Still trying to fight here as the closing seconds to this third quarter.
They've used almost 5 minutes of clock. They've moved it 84 yards in 11 plays. An effective drive even if they can't find the end zone. Third and goal. Lawrence with the rush coming. Finds T. Higgins. Touchdown. There's a flag down. Late hit after the touchdown. This should stand. That kid cannot be 19 years old. Come on. I mean, he looks like a 10-year NFL veteran.
I mean, he looks like he's been there his whole life. Back there taking hits, making throws. And how about these receivers? I mean, Ross has made some at that time. It's T. Higgins going up and making a play.
How about the circus catches this crew has made? Go back to the Cotton Bowl against Notre Dame. Great catch by Higgins in the end zone. There's Mike Cannon with the explanation. It is a touchdown. And a personal foul late hit after the score.
And we'll go back and take a peek at this, but what made it really stand out was that they went over the top of Matt Wilson. And that's why the ball was a little bit high, and Higgins had to go up and climb the ladder to make that play.
This duel between young quarterback prodigies, controlled by Trevor Lawrence, who checked out that touchdown pass and the catch in the jump up down, just said, wow. 347 yards and 3 touchdowns with a true freshman from Cartersville, Georgia. No throttling back in the third quarter. They've added 13 points to the lead.
The route's going to come from your right. He's going to work towards the back, but I want you to watch Matt Wilson in the middle. They're playing straight up man. Matt Wilson's freelancing. Trevor Lawrence has to make this throw over top of Matt Wilson because of Anthony Jennings coming in. He waited as long as he could until he makes that throw. Higgins on the outside works across from the freshman Joe and extends himself at 6'4" to go up and make that play, and that's where the personal foul came in from Joe after the catch. Look at this throw. Over top of Matt Wilson, right into the fingertips of T. Higgins.
And to look for the AT&T Pylon Cam. Just make plays. Have fun. Dabo Swinney's message was pretty simple. and make history as the Lawrence family loves it.
Oh, it's awesome.
And Nick Saban's defense is being eviscerated.
Keep in mind, I mean, again, we keep saying that Trevor Lawrence is a true freshman. He's playing 2 more years of college football. Can you imagine what he'll look like in 2 years? Mentally and physically.
I can't imagine what the other folks in the ACC and around this sport are thinking with the idea of him. And by the way, most of those receivers back too. You got freshmen and sophomores, top 2 quarterbacks, top 2 running backs, 3 of the top 4 wide receivers. They'll lose, of course, Renfro and Trevion Thompson.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. The people that were frustrated about Alabama and Clemson, these teams aren't going anywhere. Clemson's right there right now with Alabama in these last 4 years.
There's a full 4th quarter to come, but a 4-touchdown deficit. Touchback after the penalty moved the kickoff up near midfield. The first UFC Fight Night card on ESPN Plus. Coming out Saturday, January 19th. Main event back, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 Pacific. Bantamweight champ TJ Dillashaw will be down in weights. Henry Cejudo is the opponent. Start your free trial today by downloading the ESPN app. There's 21 seconds and then a quarter to go. What can Tua do to begin to chip away at this lead? 2 touchdowns, also those 2 interceptions that are cashed in by the Tigers. It's a deep shot for Smith. He's well guarded, and that was overthrown. Miles Pinckney, another backup defensive lineman, pressured him.
And Tua got hit there after he threw that ball. As soon as he let go of it, Miles Pinckney hit him and buried him into the ground. Tua got up from it, but it was probably the biggest hit he's taken all night. Remember, Dexter Lawrence out, Albert Huggins, Miles Pinckney rotating in that defensive tackle spot opposite of Christian Wilkins.
And it's batted down at the line. Kendall Joseph was there. Muse may have gotten the hand up. It'll be 3rd and 10.
I think everybody may be visiting Brent Venables from the SEC in the offseason, asking him about how do you stop Tua? Because the players are making plays, but I'm going to tell you, they're in position to make plays thanks to this plan that Brent Venables has put together. He's waiting until the last second on a lot of his blitzes. He's mixing up coverages. He's making Tua, I've never seen it all year, where he's uncomfortable the entire game like this. Or maybe a series or 2, but not an entire game.
Ungalaloa has time, and now is flushed on 3rd and 10. And kicks a shot for Judy downfield, who's got it. Somehow, to let the top receiver get behind him. Terrell makes the tackle on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's just Tua making a play and improvising, buying enough time, and Jerry Jeudy not giving up on the play. 4, who's right there. Good coverage by Clemson. You can see he was open there, but Tua's looking to the other side. And this is where he starts to scramble. Jeudy read the eye. Tua kind of gave him the look like, keep going, and he eventually makes the play.
Final quarter coming up. 30 unanswered points by Clemson. The College Football Playoff National Championship game presented by AT&T on ESPN.
This is the face of a man watching college football on the super big Samsung QLED TV. It's also the face of a man who needs to sneeze, but he won't, because you close your eyes when you sneeze. Wow. The 4K Samsung QLED TV. When football looks this good, you can't look away.
Hiring delays were causing work to pile up. That's not smart. But you know what is smart? Using ZipRecruiter. They find people with the right skills, education, and experience for my job and actively invite them to apply. So I got qualified candidates fast. No wonder ZipRecruiter is rated #1 by employers in the U.S.
ZipRecruiter, preferred job site of college football fans. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/champion.
Next time your crew gets together, try Zaxby's Boneless Wings Meal with Caribbean Jerk Sauce. Customize your flavor with any of our 9 delicious sauces, or try our new Caribbean Jerk Sauce, featuring fruity mango, spicy habanero, and jerk spices. Zaxby's.
You better get used to this weather, State Farm, because I'm trading you to a QB in the Siberian football league.
You can't trade my agent.
And we don't cover Siberia.
What do you cover?
Cars,
Homes,
motorcycles,
RVs,
boats,
golf carts.
All right, I gotta do it.
Go Titans!
What the hell just happened?
This is Dr. Alan Hynek.
You want me to investigate flying saucers?
You don't actually believe this could be for real.
The probability of us being alone in our universe is 0.
How much evidence do you need?
Are they coming?
They're already here. Project Blue Book. Tomorrow at 10 on History. Dedication. Attention to detail. And going above and beyond. That's what it takes to do things the right way. With Rocket Mortgage, you can count on us to get your mortgage right. Because when it comes to buying a home, the right way should be the only way. Rocket Mortgage, America's largest mortgage lender and proud supporter of college athletics.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter. College football playoff national championship game presented by AT&T. Clemson Tigers have 15 minutes to protect a 4-touchdown lead to secure their second national title in the last 3 years. A 48-yard play to end the third quarter. And the Tide chip away quickly here in the fourth. Valera steps up, tries to get it to Smith, and it's broken up by Terrell, who began this night, or excuse me, Fields. It says,
Going to sleep. By the way, he has stepped in admirably to come up and make some plays. That ball's caught until Fields gets his right hand in to knock that ball away. He stepped in for Terrell and playing incredibly well.
Trayvon Mullen over there with a cramp, 2 jumping into the fray. He is a senior in his last go-around, part of this decorated and accomplished senior class. No pressure this time. And a long delivery on the sidelines to Waddle, who's muscled out, but it's first and goal.
Actually, a little mix-up, one of the few mistakes we've seen from Clemson. Watch this on coverage. Couple guys take Devontae Smith. Tua recognized it right at the line of scrimmage, just waited until there was separation from Waddle where he got out and be able to pick up some big yards. Alabama needs a little bit of urgency, not just trying to get a touchdown, but they need to move a little bit quicker.
No doubt. They cannot afford to spend time, even as they try to cut into this 4-touchdown lead.
Devontae Smith wanted Waddle away from him. Great one-on-one chance.
Harris out of the backfield makes the grab, turns the corner, can't quite tightrope inside the pylon. Xavier Thomas, big defensive end, was in coverage. They'll spot the ball for 1.
Damian Harris trying to extend the ball, stay in bounds. Just pushed, just barely out of bounds here as he tried to extend it by Thomas. He did go out of bounds to stop the clock for a moment.
3 tight ends for the Tide. Matt Womack in as a bonus offensive lineman. It has not been easy down here against the Tigers tonight. Damian Harris fighting, but not getting there.
Boy, Kendall Joseph filled that hole beautifully. The middle linebacker, that's what you're supposed to do. Down near the goal line, 34. Everybody else has a hat on a hat. 34 right there, able to make that play against a physical runner at Damian Harris. And the best part about that for Clemson is that clock keeps churning.
That battle of 34 is won by the guy in the white jersey. Pure power formation. The tight end Smith lined up at fullback. Damian Harris knocked down. Great penetration by Christian Wilkins. Nothing coming easy.
Well, they are not giving up. And if you want to see why Christian Wilkins is an All-American, watch how quick he is And watch the awareness to know where this ball is. He's fighting through that right guard, Leatherwood, and comes up and submarines Damian Harris. He didn't even know what hit him. These guys have waited to get to this moment. After losing to Alabama last year, all of them wanted to come back for a chance at Alabama, the chance to win a national title.
It's just about ball game. If they can keep the Tide out of the end zone. 4th down 4 scores. Tagovailoa trying to run, ain't gonna get there. Chased down by Cleveland Farrell. And the Tigers begin to celebrate.
Hey, man, how about that defense? How about that Clemson defense? Stepping up again when Alabama has had the ball down into that red zone area, unable to come away with any points. It's the 4th time inside red zone, only 1 touchdown for Alabama.
It has been a total team performance. Young quarterback, playmaking wide receivers, and nasty defense, keeping the Tide out of the end zone again. Clemson takes over, 12-17 away from another championship.
Wake up, wake up. The time has come for paths to be beat and treasures won, and impossible tales to be sung. As we take on our foes, together as one. Till we send our fears back to where they came from. Wake up, wake up. The time has come.
Introducing Wendy's $5 Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger Meal. For $5, this giant comes with double the beef and bacon, nuggets, fries, and a drink. There's nothing junior about it, except the price. For a limited time.
What's the difference between good and great? Good tries to get it right every time. Great actually does. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you always get exactly the look you want. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
If you want a job that's different,
gives you the opportunity to innovate and be creative.
Be a teacher.
We need passionate teachers and educated children to make a big impact in this world.
There's no way to know how much of a difference you can make until you're teaching.
If for a single moment you feel like you could inspire a child to impact the world around them, consider being a teacher.
Some of you are Honda owners and some of you are Toyota owners, right? Yep. Would you be surprised to hear that Honda is the most reliable car company?
Honda's reliable.
Well, it's actually not Honda. Toyota. It's not Toyota either. Chevy. Based on a nationwide survey, Chevy is more reliable than Toyota and Honda.
Wow. Get $4,500 total cash allowance on select Equinox vehicles in stock when you finance with GM Financial. That's 16% below MSRP on this Chevy Equinox. Visit PlatinumChevyDealers.com.
At Wings Etc., we pride ourselves just as much on the etc. as we do on the wings. We've got cold beer, we have great times, and most importantly, we have 82 mouth-watering food items at our wings. So the next time you find yourself at a Wings Etc., go ahead, try the etc.
Something you have never seen. Nick Saban's Alabama career, his Crimson Tide team being routed. 0 for 3 on 4th down. Interesting call. As the Tigers got to chew on some buck. Tua Tagovailoa, Mike Loxley electing a quarterback run there. 3 turnovers on downs. Fake field goal didn't work at all. That stout Tigers red zone defense doing its job.
Yeah, playing with a lot of pride down in there, not giving up on any series. And Tua and this offense obviously frustrated. What a plan put together and the way they're executing on this Clemson defense tonight.
Is that just evidence, Kirk, that Mike Loxley, he's trying, but he's sort of run out of answers down there.
Yeah.
Some power formations. That was a 3-receiver set, and Tua running to the boundary.
Yeah, that was surprising to see that call. Got to throw it.
Using almost all of the play clock, but throwing, and Lawrence just slinging it. Went out and feeling it. Did he get the ball to Darian Kendrick? It does stop the clock.
Had a big hole there behind the corner in front of the safety, just missed him. You said it earlier that, Clemson's not going to stop being aggressive. And at this point now, a 3rd down and long, deep inside their own territory, they also want to be smart.
To run here on 3rd and long.
The way they believe in 16, you never know.
The Tide have not been able to anticipate what to expect from this offense tonight. Adam Choice in there to block, and they just flanked it. Why not throw it to Justin Ross? He juggled that one. Joe was in coverage, incomplete, and the punt team comes out.
He had it. You wondered, are they going to throw it? They're going to take a chance and give him a chance to play. True freshman on true freshman. Ball is perfectly thrown, and I think Joe and his long arms got in there and pulled that ball away from Ross, who had it. Yeah, he did.
Pay attention. Our buddy Steve Levy on the sidelines got run into by the receiver out of bounds there. And have your head on the swivel. You're going to sit ringside. Well, Waddle tries to make a play. Special teams have played a big role in these previous games. Not so far tonight in a positive way. Spires moves around, tries to kick it away from Waddle. He's going to let it bounce 3 times, and he stumbled. Just had to get out of the way, and it will roll dead on Bama's side of the field with 11-12 to play in round 4 of this rivalry.
Have you ever worked with Dr. Francis? Oh, yeah. He's okay.
Just okay?
Guess who just got reinstated? Well, not officially. Nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
I'll see you in there.
Just okay is not okay, especially when it comes to your network. AT&T is America's best wireless network according to America's biggest test. Now with 5GE. More for your thing. That's our thing.
Fact is, every insurance company hopes you drive safely. But Allstate actually helps you drive safely with DriveWise. It lets you know when you go too fast and brake too hard. With feedback to help you drive safer, giving you the power to actually lower your cost. Unfortunately, you can't do anything about that. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
This season, keep your stories interessante, like Dos Equis, the beer behind the head ball coach's original nickname, the head beer coach.
Great game, head beer coach.
Hey, beer coach! That's my name! It's Dos Equis time!
Dos Equis, keep it interessante.
This is not a comic book. It's the real world. Superheroes and supervillains exist.
Convince me.
We are faster, smarter, stronger.
The beast is coming for you guys.
Can't beat the beast! He's like,
Are you ready to show the world what we are capable of? Rated PG-13.
Taco Bell invites you to a world where you'll find burritos filled with nachos or indulgent chicken enchiladas for just $1. The new $1 Grande Burritos from Taco Bell's new Cravings Value menu. Value beyond belief.
The College Football Playoff National Championship game is presented by AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing. And in part by Allstate, reminding you that football season is mayhem. And Dos Equis. Keep it interessante. Please enjoy Dos Equis responsibly.
Interesting looks here at Santa Clara tonight. The folks at Orange are all smiles. For this season, for every field goal and extra point made by participating universities, Allstate will make a contribution to the university's general scholarship fund. Thank you, Allstate. Tide on the football back. They have not been able to score in the second half here. And after the first quarter, only a field goal as Jalen Hurts comes off the bench. These two are finished. He took a quick look at that hand. Or is this just to let him catch his breath and give Jalen Hurts a chance to spark this team?
I think Jalen will more than likely finish it off. It's been a rough night for Tua and the Alabama offense. Why not give Jalen Hurts, after everything he's been through, give him 11 minutes to play football here?
Against Georgia, engineered 2 touchdown drives. That dramatic comeback after Tagovailoa was finally forced from the game. Had a touchdown pass, had a touchdown run to eventually win it. An incredible Hollywood-like script unfolding in the same building where he was pulled at halftime of last year's championship game.
Yeah, I mean, the way he stepped up and played in that game against Georgia said a lot about his maturity and his approach and the way he delivered for his teammates.
And he's going to be corralled by Wilkins and sacked back inside the 45.
That ball came out. Alabama got on top of it. But he's looking, I remember, this is the area that he's trying to grow. Look at Christian Wilkins, by the way. He's being held. There's two offensive linemen trying to keep him out. See the ball out. Christian Wilkins, by the way, when you come back for a reason, and it's a reality right in front of your eyes, you're not going to let up. Whether you're down 40 or up 40, you're just going to keep going. And if you want to watch a guy, watch 42 in the middle.
You're right, that was the second fumble by a Tide quarterback that the offensive line recovered. 3rd and 14, low snap. Hurts scrambling for his life, turns and makes a throw. It's low and incomplete. Ruggs couldn't get down and get it. Terrell in coverage, 4th and 14.
You know, we put a lot on Tua tonight, but I think you also have to put a lot on the offensive line. That was a bear look, meaning that they covered up the center and the 2 guards. And Brent Venables has unloaded everything in his arsenal to try to confuse the Alabama offensive line and has done a great job of it. Again, as soon as Jalen Hurts gets the ball, he's running out of there because of the confusion up front.
Venables in our meeting, Kirk, he compared the challenge of South Alabama to those USC offenses back in 04-05. He's with Oklahoma, and the Trojans gave him a long night that time. Much better result for Venables tonight, would you say? You're watching the College Football Playoff National Championship game presented by AT&T. 10:02 to play.
My name is Brittany. A little thing I love about the egg white grill is the toasty English muffin. It's toasted perfectly. It's just a little crispy, but not like hard crispy, but just crispy enough that when you bite into it, everything is perfect.
My name is Curtis, and I love the egg white grill because the egg itself, it's like soft and fluffy, like a pillow. I would eat my pillow, but I'd eat the Chick-fil-A breakfast egg white sandwich for sure.
I do not stand in the presence of evil. I do not stand in the presence of evil.
I do not stand by in the presence of evil.
Alita Battle Angel, February 14th.
Turn cleaning up into child's play with storage solutions in all shapes and sizes, all from the Home Depot. Like HDX 27-gallon totes for just $8.98. You can even buy online and pick up in store, only at the Home Depot.
Take your razor, yep. Up and down, never side to side, Shaquille. Got it? Come on, stay focused. All room, baby. Okay, on.
You can go down this path. What do you think?
It's good. It's refreshing.
At Northwestern Mutual, this is what our version of financial planning looks like. Tomorrow's important, but she's only 7 months. Spend your life living. Find an advisor at northwesternmutual.com.
Clemson closing in on their 3rd national championship in the Bowl era. Dabo Swinney to win his second title before his 50th birthday. And he'll join Saban as the only two active coaches with multiple championships. With the first title victory a couple of years ago, it was achieved in a narrow win, come from behind with 1 second to go. This is like a knockout in round 4 of this matchup. 10:02 to play. Tigers are pinned way back. Ball half-yard line. Etienne has only been tackled behind the line for 11 yards lost all season long. Blues out. Capital unrewarding performance, Kurt.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence has been on tonight. The true freshman, 19-31, making great reads, toughness, being able to throw with accuracy over top of that corner in front of the safety. There's the toughness over top of Matt Wilson. A little bit of everything. Also has thrown 19 passes, 8 different receivers on those completions.
At least 2 more years for this quarterback. At least 2 more years for Justin Ross, his top target tonight. Etienne is a sophomore. Keeper. And he shows the toughness again. Just a late slide before McKinney got him.
And Dabo Sweeney's excited about this team. You know, you see some great players on that defensive line. See the 19-31 mentioned how he's hit 8 different wide receivers.
He shows up as a 9th grader because Brendan Streeter had just got begged Dabo to visit with him. I said, I don't offer 9th graders. Please, coach. Everybody's offering him. Take a meeting. And he talked to him, and he still wouldn't offer him a scholarship, would he? He just do that.
Jeff Scott said he and Brendan Streeter are looking at each other in the room, waiting for him to offer, and he said, I'm not going to offer you today. And that, by the way, impressed Trevor Lawrence and his parents more than anything in the recruiting process.
In this 3rd and 1, Etienne's going to get it. Yeah, he felt very much at home. He said this week that faith is as important to him as anything that he sees his family. Football doesn't define him. His life's not going to be geared around a scoreboard. And I think he found a kindred spirit of Dabo Sweeney in that regard.
Yeah, without a doubt, I think that's a big part of what he found. I keep talking about the culture in Clemson, and that's a big part of it. Dabo Sweeney has really built his program in a very different way from many of the programs around the country, and I think players gravitate towards that. They want to be a part of it.
You can have fun and win championships. It's a lot to offer. Etienne bouncing around, pinballing, but can't escape heavy traffic.
Dabo Sweeney has a saying, serve their hearts, not their talents. I think a lot of players, they really feel that. I mean, he's tough on them. He played for Gene Stallings. He pulled out a pretty good impression of Gene Stallings in our meeting the other day. But
Dabo won't give you a chance to coach. I'll pay you $36,000 a year. Right?
He makes a lot more than that now, but money was never the motivation for him. Just really loves being a teacher of the game.
Yeah, but I mean, the reason I bring up that Gene Stallings is Gene Stallings was a tough coach. Played for Bear Bryant, was around Bear Bryant. But Dabo does it in his own way. He's tough, but he also loves on him.
Etienne out of the 2-back look. Makes a cut. Etienne in the clear. And finally, as they close in and run him out in tie territory, Dylan Moses saved the touchdown.
Yeah, what great vision by Etienne. Play is designed up the middle. He sees grass to the left, bounces outside. Boy, poor effort there by Isaiah Buggs. He's either tired or injured, but inexcusable there. He just bounced right, walked right around Isaiah Buggs, and he was able to pick up huge yards into that secondary.
Now, we have seen Alabama bully people for a decade. You're sensing a little capitulation in the Crimson Tide right now. Feaster knocked down. Dabo Sweeney was a walk-on wide receiver. Grew up in Alabama. Made a couple of catches. Excellent high fiver. You see the enthusiasm even as a young player. Watch this next one. Makes the catch, takes a hit. Look for somebody to high five. There you go. Then he was hired, as you said, by Stallings as his assistant. Saban offered him a job. When he first got to Alabama, this was not a Crimson Tide juggernaut. Dabo had to listen to great coach respectfully, but would not be on this career path if he hadn't trusted his gut. You say to Clemson.
I think it's worked out pretty well for him.
TJ Chase gets a touch. And there's a long history. Frank Howard, the man who first built Clemson's program. Danny Ford won a championship in '81, the only championship for the school before Sweeney arrived. Got 3 assistants, also Alabama grads on the staff.
I think it's time for people around the country, if you haven't yet respected that Paul, his Clemson Tiger program, as being the upper tier. His senior class are 55-4, 2 national championships. Made the playoffs every year. I mean, this program has not only arrived, they've been around for a while.
But especially it's been the last 4 years as Lawrence just shows more toughness. He's not backing down at all. They're up 4 scores and freshman's still in there colliding with defenders. Another first down.
Clemson's not letting up. Alabama, I think, defeated mentally, not just physically. And Trevor Lawrence is saying, if you're not going to tackle, I'll run right over top of you. To me, when Clemson's program changed and went to a different level in 2012 when they played a good LSU team in a bowl game, in a Peach Bowl, and beat them on a last-second field goal, from that point on, they've become a different program at a whole different level. I think the next year they won the ACC championship.
Giving the veteran backs a chance. Adam Choice and Tavian Feaster are in the game. The other side of this is that Alabama unthinkably has been crushed. Did you ever think you'd see a Nick Saban team beaten down like this in a championship game?
I don't think anybody watching right now ever expects an Alabama team to lose 44-16. It's a knockout. Like I said at a break, it almost gives you that feeling when Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas in the way when he went down. You just remembered it because you were so surprised. People thought Clemson could win tonight, but in a potential shootout.